So in this video, we're going to do something a little different. Well, I'm obviously in a car wash out in West Mobile, and the reason I wanted to do this was to share with you something that is a big deal in Mobile, Alabama. People always talk about, oh, there's new construction going on at the corner. What's it going to be? Well, there's a high likelihood that it's going to be a car wash, it's going to be a nail salon, it's going to be a Dollar General, or it's going to be a storage facility. So we're going to talk about that in this video and some of the, I guess, the little behind the scenes things that happen in Mobile, but I'm also going to give you a tour along Schillinger Road, which is one of the busiest roads out in West Mobile, and there have been so many things that have happened and developed since the last video I made where I gave an entire tour of Schillinger. So we're going to have that update, we're going to talk about some of the funny things that happen in Mobile, and we're going to give the grand tour of Schillinger and some other areas in West Mobile. Well, hey, my name is Jeff Jones with Keller Williams, right here in the beautiful city of Mobile, where I've lived my whole life. And this video is going to be a little different. We're going to take things with a little bit of a different twist. And so I'm excited about that. But hey, we're always dropping brand new videos, so don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get notifications when my new video hits. And if you like podcasts, well, definitely check out our audio podcast, Living in Mobile. And if you want to go just a little bit deeper, well, click the link below and you can get a copy of our free city guide. That's going to have so much information, about the schools, about employment, all sorts of things, all related to the city of Mobile. So definitely check that out. So the reason I wanted to start in this parking lot, we're right off of Cottage Hill Road near the corner of Cottage Hill and Leroy Stevens. And this is a brand new, yep, you guessed it, nail salon. I went inside, I said, now how do we pronounce this? And she said, La Vie. So I don't know whether that's French, I don't know what it is, but we're down here in South Alabama, so it's probably going to have a little twang to it for most people. La Vie. That's probably how it's going to end up sounding. But anyway, I've heard rave reviews about this place, and this is just another example that there are a lot of nail salons in this area. So we're about to get on Cottage Hill Road, and we're going to continue to head west. And I'm going to show you some neighborhoods and some things that you can expect if you do live out in West Mobile. I think it will be eye-opening because so many people, they're always asking me questions like, well, how far does your dollar really go? Well, I'm about to show you. So right around the corner from La Vie is a neighborhood called Carrington. And this is a house I had listed. It's under contract. It's about to close soon. But it was listed $320,000, just over 2,800 square feet. So that should give you an idea of what you can expect. Now, some houses are less expensive, some houses are more, but a 4-bedroom, house out in West Mobile in the suburbs, there is an HOA, but I think it's like only about 300 or so for the entire year. So this is what you can expect, but this is very interesting. Right now, where we are in the summer of 2023, this house sat on the market for just over 20 days. So days on market is a little bit longer than what we were experiencing, a few years ago, but houses are still selling at great prices. So we're getting back out on Cottage Hill, and we're going to continue to head west. And yes, we are going to end back up on Schillinger, like I mentioned, but I still want to show you a little bit more about neighborhoods in West Mobile and what you can expect as far as pricing is concerned. Now, several years ago, they 4-laned all of this because traffic had gotten so bad. I'm going to make a left-hand turn over here. So one of the things I get asked about are, what about like opportunities for retirees? Okay, what about people who don't want huge yards, they want low maintenance? Well, this is a great opportunity. There's a neighborhood over here, it's called the Gardens of Cottage Hill. I've sold three, I've sold at least 2 houses here. And what you'll find here is very small lots. You've still got a decent backyard. The houses are pretty close together, but if you do not want a lot of yard maintenance, well, this is definitely going to be the place for you. And you're within walking distance of a super Walmart. You've got Little Caesars Pizza. You've got a Dollar Tree. You've got several places you can go. There's some other food establishments that are going to be coming into that area. But check this out. This will show you, and the price point on this, I think the low end is around $230-ish, and the high end, I've seen some that are $265, $275. But retirees, they always reach out to me for this neighborhood, and there's a very good reason why. So we're stopped again, and I wanted to take this time to share you a little bit about this particular intersection. We're at the corner of Cottage Hill. Yes, we're continuing west at Cottage Hill and Dawes Road. And so here, there's a lot going on. This is highly congested, 5 o'clock traffic when that happens, but you've got the Super Walmart over here, you've got gas station, you've got pharmacy, you've got a bank, and then if you head down, I guess that would be south on Dawes Road, you've got a lot of residential neighborhoods. You've got Dawes Lake Estates that are going to be in the 400s to 650s. You got some other really nice neighborhoods down there, and then you've got some others that are a little less expensive in the 250 to 350 range. But all of this area, it's just exploding. And now where we're going to continue on, this is just a 2-lane road, but it's about to be 4-laned, and the reason why is because this takes you directly out west to where the huge new Publix shopping center is. They've got a Mexican restaurant there, so many things. And the traffic in the morning for school is really rough through here, so they've got to alleviate that, and the way they're going to do it, they're going to 4-lane. Let's take off, and I'll show you a little bit about that when we get to it, but all of this area, it's about to be transformed. So I wanted to step out of the car to stand here and show you this is one of my current listings. I'm sure when you watch this video it will be gone, but it's currently listed at $329,000. It's got just under 2,300 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, great yard, fenced in, it's on a cul-de-sac, it's super close to the grocery store. So there are a lot of positives to this. And you're seeing some pictures behind me of what the inside is like, but it's been on the market about 20 days. So that's what we're seeing, longer days on market, but we're still seeing buyers. We're just not seeing as many buyers. And well, that has a lot to do with the fact that right now the interest rates are above 7%. For a lot of loans. So, but this is, once again, this is West Mobile, living in the suburbs, and it's a great house. So we're having an open house this weekend, and I'm pretty sure this house is going to go under contract within just a couple of days. Now, one thing I did want to mention about this neighborhood, Burlington Place, right now there are 4 houses for sale in the neighborhood, and several of them have been on the market for longer than 20 days. And like I mentioned, the market's changing, but we still have buyers, and the reason why is because there's still little inventory compared to where it was in the past, and so we've got a lot of pent-up demand. I think buyers are just on the fence. Do I want to go for the 7%? And it's either that or renew their apartment lease for a year, and a lot of folks are just not willing to do that because, as we've seen, and as well I'm sure everybody knows, house prices continue to rise year over year. Now, we're coming up on something that I think is really funny. This is a shopping center. It's the Publix shopping center. I've been talking about it in all my videos. Well, there's a Mexican restaurant that's opening up right down from it. And when I mentioned, the things that everybody comments and laughs about in Mobile that we have so many of, one of those is definitely Mexican restaurants. And so people were talking, they were saying, well, what else is going to be there, And somebody commented, well, I'm sure there's going to be a nail salon, and well, I would not be surprised if there was not another nail salon right there. But we've got a bank going in, we've got some other things, and there's going to be an out parcel, so hopefully there'll be a good restaurant. But right around the corner, there's a new D.R. Horton development, and I'll show you that as well. And right around the corner from the new Publix is a new D.R. Horton development, and I'm going to show you what they've been doing. It is really amazing what some bulldozers can do in just a matter of days. But you've got the Publix shopping center, then you've got the D.R. Horton development, and it's right next to Causey Middle School. So this is going to be, traffic here is going to be crazy. And you've also got an apartment complex here, and I believe this is for senior adults. So a lot of things going on here, a lot of activity, and we're going to continue down here. Look at this. What did I mention? Nail salons, Mexican restaurants, storage facilities. Well, we've got a Dollar General right here, and I'm going to speed up here so we can make it this light right next, or actually catty corner to the Dollar General. You've got a brand new storage facility that's going in right here, and then, whew, man, all of this is coming together. Right next to that is the new South Coast Church. I made a video about this just a couple months back, and they were in the beginning stages of construction. Well, you would not believe it, but it is officially finished, and they're having their very first service this Sunday. And I think it looks amazing. Can't wait to to hear about all that. So a lot of things going on right here, and now we're headed back to Schillinger. So I pulled into this parking lot so we could capture some footage of the Big Tuna car wash, which is where I just got my car washed. But right here at this intersection of Cottage Hill and Schillinger, this is a place that is really exploding. And the reason why, well, it's just got everything. I mean, you really do have pretty much everything you could think of right here. You've got, you've got grocery shopping. Of course, you've got McDonald's, you've got a Whataburger, you've got a gym, you've got banks. And then now, if you'll notice, there's a restaurant right here. It used to be Mellow Mushroom. Now, Mellow Mushroom, well, they closed down, and I think they had incredible pizza. But going in its place, guess what it's going to be? Another Mexican restaurant. So right here along Schillinger, we're heading north on Schillinger. You've still got a lot of trees, a lot of greenery, which is really what sets Mobile apart from so many other places. But there are little neighborhoods that go off all down Schillinger. Some of these have an HOA and some of them don't. What you'll find is more established neighborhoods that have been around for 25, 35 years. A lot of them do not have an HOA. And that's one of the things I get asked about a lot. People don't want an HOA. So, well, if you don't want that, chances are you're not going to have a problem finding a neighborhood that's not going to have an HOA, but still going to have nice houses. And the reason I say that is all these houses along Schillinger, the property value is pretty much going to remain high and continue to grow, and that is because you're in a killer location. And location always drives price up because people want to be in a great location. Yep, you guessed it. I'm standing in front of another Mexican restaurant, but this Mexican restaurant's a little bit different, maybe a little special. It's probably Mobile's favorite. It's always packed. And we're recording this on Friday, and the parking lot will be absolutely slammed. But I'm standing here because we're going to give you an overview of what's going on Schillinger and all the new businesses that are coming here. Now, just so you'll understand kind of where we are, if you go north on Schillinger, the next intersection that we're going to come to is Airport Boulevard. And then if we head south on Schillinger, the next intersection we'll come to is Grelot. So there's a lot of congestion here, a lot of traffic, but I will say that things are getting, maybe I'm optimistic, things are getting a little better, but traffic is still congested here. And so what we've got is we've got across the street, we've got the cottages, it's called Schillinger's Point, and this is somewhat of a high-end apartment complex. But it's really nice and it's super convenient. And then, of course, on the other side of that, you've got a car wash. Like I mentioned, another car wash. That's going in over there. And then you've got a huge gas station that's going there as well. So a lot of development in this area. Pretty much anything you could want to do is all within about a quarter of a mile. And that's it, folks. Now, the reason I'm wrapping up here in front of the Walmart behind me is just to show you that pretty much everything is out here in Schillinger. I wanted to make a video that not only features and focuses on the area, but it also shows you the houses and really how far your dollar will go in Mobile, or in this case, West Mobile. So, hey, I love making these videos, but what I really love is when I look down and I get a phone call or a text message or an email from someone who's got questions about the moving process and what that's like. So feel free to reach out to me. I can't wait to hear from you. But also, if you want a copy of the city guide, don't forget to click the link below and get that. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And lastly, please check out my website. It's livinginmobile.com. I've got all kind of things on there that will hopefully answer even more questions. But hey, if you have a suggestion for another video, leave a comment below. I'd love to make a different video about something maybe that I hadn't even thought about, but you have some specific questions and needs. So hey, thank you so much, and I can't wait for the next video.